In this lesson, you will learn how to read a broad, low landscape and connect visible clues into a clear geographic explanation. Look across the scene. The land spreads widely, a river crosses it, fields and buildings appear in different places, and some areas sit close to the water. The landscape gives us clues, and we will learn how to follow them carefully. A plain is a broad area of low, relatively level land. The surface can have small rises and dips, so relatively level does not mean perfectly flat. Notice how the three clues fit one landform. A plain is broad, low, and relatively level. All three clues work together. Natural plains can have gentle unevenness. We identify them by combining broad extent, low elevation, and a relatively level surface rather than expecting perfect flatness. That makes the definition more realistic. Relatively level does not mean perfectly flat. Small rises and dips can still occur. Use the width, height, and surface clues. What three visible features define a plain? The profile gives us the complete set. A plain is broad, low, and relatively level. The image shows all three features across the same land surface. Next, we will follow sediment from a river to a floodplain and see how fertile soil can develop there. Sediment is material carried by water. When a river deposits sediment on nearby low land, the deposits can help build a floodplain and make its soil fertile. Follow the same material through all three stages. Rivers can deposit sediment onto floodplains. The deposits can help form fertile soil. The key change is from carried sediment to deposited sediment. Layers left on riverside low land can build the floodplain surface and help make its soil fertile. The process depends on one change in the sediment. Carried sediment can become deposited sediment. That deposited material builds the floodplain surface. Trace the particles from the river to the riverside land. What are sediment, floodplain, and fertile soil, and how are they connected in the image? The three stages form one connected answer. Sediment is material carried by water. A river can deposit it on nearby low land to help build a floodplain, and the deposited material can help make the soil fertile. The image follows that sequence from water to land. Next, we will connect level land, water, and fertile soil with farming. Relatively level land, available water, and fertile soil can combine to support farming on plains. However, all plains are not equally fertile. The field depends on several conditions, not one. Level land, water, and fertile soil support farming. The three clues work together. Level ground provides usable space, water supports crops, and fertile soil supports growth. These conditions can favor farming, but fertility varies between plains. The caution keeps the pattern accurate. Plain fertility can vary from place to place. Farming conditions are not identical everywhere. Use the three arrows and the caution card. How do level land, water, and fertile soil support farming, and why is all plains are equally fertile incorrect? The image gives both the benefit and the caution. Level land provides broad, usable space, water supports crops, and fertile soil supports plant growth. All plains are equally fertile is incorrect because soil fertility varies from place to place. The three conditions can support farming without being identical everywhere. Next, we will connect level land and easier transport with cities and dense settlement. Level land, water, fertile soils, and easier transport can support farming and cities on plains. Where many people live close together, the pattern is called dense settlement. Several advantages can build on one another. Plain conditions can support farming and cities. Those activities can help create dense settlement. Level land can ease transport, while water and fertile soils support farming. These linked advantages can encourage cities and closely grouped settlement, though not every plain becomes densely settled. The arrows show a chain, not a guarantee. Dense settlement can grow from linked advantages. Plain conditions support choices without deciding every outcome. Follow the arrows from conditions to settlement. How can level land, water, fertile soils, and easier transport connect with farming, cities, and dense settlement? The chain joins several advantages together. Level land can make transport easier, water and fertile soils can support farming, and these conditions can support cities. Together, they can help create dense settlement. The diagram shows a linked pattern, not a rule for every plain. Next, we will examine flood risk and correct the idea that plains never flood. Plains can face flood risk when river water spreads beyond its usual channel onto nearby low land. The two panels directly disprove the claim that plains never flood. The same landscape changes when water leaves the channel. Plains beside rivers can face flood risk. Low land can be covered when water spreads outward. River plains gain benefits from nearby water, but the same low position can expose nearby land when water spreads beyond the channel. Flood risk, therefore, belongs in a balanced explanation of plains. The benefit and the risk come from the same river setting. River plains can be useful and flood-prone. A complete explanation needs both sides. Compare what changed between the two panels. What visible evidence shows that plains can flood? The second panel supplies the direct evidence. Water spreads beyond the river's usual channel across nearby low plain land. That visible spread shows that plains beside rivers can face flood risk. Next, we will balance plain benefits with flood risk and the need to protect rivers and soils. Plains can support farming, transport, and settlement, but flood risk also matters. A balanced approach protects rivers and soils while using plain benefits. The board asks us to judge benefits and risks together. Plain benefits need river and soil care. Flood risk must stay part of the picture. River and soil resources support many plain benefits, so they need protection. Flood risk also has to be considered, making responsible use a balance between opportunity, risk, and care. The final judgment is not simply good or bad. Responsible use balances benefits, risk, and care. Rivers and soils are part of that balance. Use one clue from each column. How should plain benefits be balanced with flood risk and the need to protect rivers and soils? The three columns combine into one judgment. Use the farming, transport, and settlement benefits of plains while recognizing flood risk and protecting the rivers and soils that support those benefits. The image balances opportunity, risk, and care. Next, we will build one complete causal chain using plain, river, soil, farming, city, settlement, and flood risk evidence. Connect the full chain: plain and river, deposited sediment, fertile floodplain, farming and easier transport, cities and dense settlement. Keep flood risk and river soil care in the same explanation. Now the separate ideas can form one geographic explanation. Plain evidence can be linked in a causal chain. The chain includes benefits, risk, and care. Each arrow has a reason. River deposition can build fertile floodplains, plain conditions can support farming and easier transport, and these can support cities and dense settlement. Flood risk and river soil care complete the chain. The strongest answer explains every arrow. A causal chain needs connected reasons. Benefits, risk, and care all belong in the final explanation. Follow the main chain and then the risk branch. How would you explain the full causal chain from plain and river to dense settlement while also including flood risk and care? Now connect every learned step in order. A broad, low plain beside a river can receive deposited sediment that helps create a fertile floodplain. Level land, water, and fertile soils support farming. Level terrain can make transport easier, and these advantages can support cities and dense settlement, while the same river setting can bring flood risk and makes protecting rivers and soils important. The chain includes both opportunity and responsibility. You are ready to explain plains, rivers, settlement, and flood risk using one connected chain of evidence.